Yo, what's up YouTube man, it's your boy Action Jackson, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you guys my thoughts of what Jerry Jones had said on Friday, March 3rd about many different topics. One, specifically talking about what he's going to do with the running back room. Mostly that's going to be on Steven, but mostly what he was talking about with Tony Pollard, what he said about Zeke, what he's going to do with Leighton Vander Esch, and mostly upcoming contracts with the Dallas Cowboys. So before we hop into the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment your thoughts on the video, and share my video with anyone who you think might enjoy my content. Straight into it, the Cowboys are more than likely going to franchise tag Tony Pollard before Tuesday, the deadline, because that's when the deadline of when people who are on expiring deals, you have to either tag them or they're just going to be unrestricted free agents come soon. I don't know exactly when the official new league year starts, but I know it's coming up really soon. I think if not this coming week, but next week, I can see it being free agency. So one major point that I'm going to be talking about right now, just real quick, get it out the way, is they brought up the situation with, are they going to bring back Leighton Vander Esch or Donovan Wilson? This is reports from Clarence Hill. They said that they don't know what they're going to do with Donovan Wilson. He's more than likely going to be a free agent, but Leighton Vander Esch is somebody that they're trying to bring back, but we got to see how much his price tag is going to be. And what I got to think about that, or my thoughts on that really, is that if you're going to let talent go, I don't mind losing talent, but I have a problem is when we let go of talent, but we don't ever find a way to replenish it or find a way to fix that talent, or, you know, trying to get better talent in here. That's one thing that we don't do. We let go of Amari Cooper, and then we didn't do too well, and we wasn't too aggressive in trying to replace him, so we ended up being SOL in the wide receiver room, and that ended up coming to bite us back in the butt come playoff time. Hopefully this doesn't do that with Donovan Wilson or Leighton Vander Esch, but we'll come, soon we'll come to find out. Also, today was news that we put a second-round tender on Terrence Steele. So basically, since he's a restricted free agent, we sell the rights to him, and that we can, still claim him as a player. But if somebody wants to basically sign Terrence Steele, wants to take him away for the Dallas Cowboys, they have to at least give us a second-round pick, which I would have placed a first round, but I believe we would have placed a first round, honestly, if he didn't tear his ACL. But so we got to come back down on that price and get a second. The reason why I would have asked for a first is because, offensive line play in this league is scarce, and having him at his best last year was easily a Pro Bowl right tackle, but since he tore his ACL in that Houston Texans game, he wasn't obviously considered as one. But our running game was so dominant when we did have Terrence Steele in there, and that's what made our running game look that much better, which was another injury that, bit us in the butt come playoff time. That's news on Terrence Steele. And then also I forgot to add that if that we also have the rights to also match any contract that a specific team wants to give for Terrence Steele. So that's another thing that also works in our favor as well, that if we're okay with matching the contract, we can match it, or we can just give Terrence Steele his own money for ourselves, and we don't have to let it get to that point. But if I'm Dallas Cowboys, I definitely want to bring back Terrence Steele, definitely. Understanding that he won't be able to play game one in September. So, yeah. So that's really all the little minuscule news I have for the Dallas Cowboys before I get to the major big piece of the news. So far, Jerry Jones was speaking on March 3rd, which was Friday, and they were asking him a bunch of questions. Like I said, free agency is right around the corner, so they're going to start asking a lot of, off-season questions for Jerry Jones. I'm going to talk about the things that are, attainable. I don't really care about them talking about the quarterback situation, because when Dak Prescott made only, a couple million, he only costed a couple million towards the cap space on his rookie deal. We never did anything aggressive to better our team and get us in that Super Bowl window. We just let the team where it was. We built up that team for Tony Romo. Then once Tony Romo went down, we got Dak Prescott in here, and then we didn't do anything else after that to capitalize on that to get Dak Prescott a Super Bowl. The closest he ever was going to get to that during his rookie, on his rookie contract while he was making little to no money was 2016, his rookie year. And then his best other possible chance was his third year in the league in 2018. But now it's funny that all of a sudden now in year 8, all of a sudden Dak Prescott's money is an issue when you had 7 years prior to that, knowing that Dak Prescott was going to be your quarterback. After preseason, the Dallas Cowboys knew who their starting quarterback was going to be. But it's just mind-boggling to me that they want to all of a sudden talk about it and using it as a coping method to say as to why they're not where they want to be is because now they're blaming it on quarterback money. I'm not going to fall for that. But something I am going to talk about is them tagging Tony Pollard. I feel like that is a possibility, and we feel like that is something that's going to happen because the Dallas Cowboys don't really like getting in ahead of contracts, and they always like using their franchise tag. I feel like it's something that should be revoked for the Dallas Cowboys because they just use the franchise tag as another extension of somebody's contract, which that's in essence what it's supposed to do. But really the main rule and what the rule should be is that if you're going to use that contract, that you should have a certain amount of time before you can give them a long-term extension, and I feel like it should be taken away because why give, yes, it's guaranteed for one whole year that he makes at least top 10 in his position or it's either top 5 or top 10 in that position where they accumulate and they give the money towards the running back or quarterback, whatever the position may be that if you franchise tag them, they get top 10's worth of the salary that the other positions get. But honestly, I feel like that's what franchise tagging is supposed to be, that you just place it on there to eventually lead up to a long-term extension. And I feel like for the Dallas Cowboys, it should be revoked because it's costing you money. Because now if you franchise tag Tony Pollard at 10.1 and then sign him to a contract, you just wasted cap space right there. You might as well just sign him to a long-term deal. That cap hit can be a little bit lower, et cetera, et cetera. So that's going on with Tony Pollard. They said that, quoted by Jerry Jones. Shout out to Michael Gelkin. This is where I'm getting all my tweets from. I will, in my information from, I'll post it on the video. Make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter. But so Tony Pollard could potentially be franchise tag, which I think is something that we're going to do. I don't think Tony Pollard is going to be here after this year. So expect him to be a free agent, and we can get a comp pick out of him in 2024. They did talk about bringing back both the tandem of Zeke and Pollard. Jerry Jones says that he wants to keep Zeke, but I know Steven doesn't want to keep Zeke at the price tag that he's at right now. And I'm pretty sure Steven don't want to keep Zeke at all. But if he is in the mindset with his dad that he wants to bring back Ezekiel Elliott, that he's going to have to come back on a lesser salary than what he is right now. And I just don't think that what the Cowboys are going to ask him. I think it's going to be a under the table sort of contract where they're going to try to get him to take below league minimum. And I think that's going to be super disrespectful for Zeke. I understand what his value is. He has a goal-to-go situation where, third and short, fourth and short, second and short, I'm giving it to Zeke. He's okay in pass blocking. He's solid at that. But after he blocks, he's not really that great of a receiving option after that. So, I already gave my whole spiel before on Ezekiel Elliott. There's nothing more that I need to really pour into that, but just know that he's no longer that running back that he used to be. And I feel like that we can just cut our ties with him post June 1st and just draft a running back day 3. If we're able to get a guy like a Devon A-Chain out of A&M or Easton Mitchell, we can get, there's so many backs with so many values. There's so many backs coming out this year just alone that you're able to, make up for when Zeke eventually does get cut, which I think will happen. I just think that we can cut him and just drop somebody day 3, and then Zeke just won't be on this team anymore. Or if Zeke does want to come back, he's going to have to take a reduced role and a lot of reduced money, in my opinion, for him to even be a Dallas Cowboy. And I think he's fine with the reduced role. I just don't think that he's going to be fine with the reduced money. So, for me, I don't think Zeke Elliott is going to be back. Jerry wants him to be because, he's a ticket seller. He's top 10, top 5 in jersey sales. He makes a lot of money for the Dallas Cowboys off the field for his play on the field. So, it is what it is on that point. But yeah, man, that's about it for the video. Of course, just to recap, Donovan Wilson's probably not going to be back. Neither is Leighton Vander Esch, depending on his price. We're going to end up franchise tagging Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott's possibility of coming back for this team unless he comes back on a cheaper deal. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed.